My name is Patrick Giraud. I'm the Director of Innovation, Recruiting, and Training for Ivers Restaurants, Ivers and Kid Valley Restaurants, I guess I should say. We are headquartered in Seattle, Washington. And the initiative that I'm going to talk about is something that we call Hospitality for Everyone. It's something that we started about a year and a half ago, and it came about because of some conversations that we were having with our employees. We were talking to them about ways that we could become a better company and a better employer. And one of the things we found out, among the many, was that we could become, or we could be better at being a gender inclusive employer. The company that we have, Ivers Restaurants, was founded in 1938. So we've been around for a long time, and a lot of our policies and procedures and practices were created a long time ago, decades ago. And they weren't matching up with the expectations of today's workforce. And I have a graphic, Sarah, if you'll forward it one slide there. I have a graphic that will help explain this a little bit better. You can see here, this is the results of a survey that were done by GLAAD, which is the Gay and Lesbian Alliance Against Defamation. And it was, they asked people about their gender identity. So if you look on the right, you'll see the two older generations there, the baby boomers and the greatest generation. And 97% of the people that responded to this survey said they considered themselves to be cisgender. And what that means is that their birth sex aligns with their gender identity. So if they were born a male and they identify as male, or they're born a female and they identify as female. And only 3% consider themselves to be of a diverse gender. Now that can comprise a lot of different things. They could be non-binary, which means neither one or the other, so neither male or female. They could be transgender, genderqueer, gender fluid. There's a lot of different genders that fall into this category, but only 3% of the two oldest generations feel that way. If you move to the left, you see Gen X there. 94% consider themselves to be cisgender, and then the diverse gender moves up to 6%. Going down one more age group into the millennials, the number goes way up to 12%. 12% of those people feel that they are part of a diverse gender. Now here's where the disconnect comes. Our policies and practices and procedures that were written a long time ago were written by the groups over there on the right, the baby boomers and the greatest generation. But our workforce, overwhelmingly the workforce at Ivers and Kid Valley, is the millennial generation. And so we're getting a lot of people who are coming into our workplace who are a diverse gender, and they felt that we could do more to improve upon the policies that we were on. Because if we stayed on that same path, we were going to probably lose a lot of great employees to the competition. So we set about looking for different things that we could do to improve this. We had a lot of ideas. Many of them are very easy to do, easy to implement, and also economical. Didn't cost very much at all. I'm only going to give you 2 examples today, but if you're interested in reading the rest of them, they are included in the Training High Five section of the attendee handout that was emailed to you. And I'm going to be doing a deeper dive 2 weeks from today. I'll be doing a webinar or a breakout session as a part of Chart Hospitality Live. So Sarah, if you could flip to the next thing, there you go. So one of the things we did was go through our handbook, our employee handbook, and look for examples of gender-specific language that we could remove. This is one example, talking about vacation time, where we used he or she or his or her. Took about 10 seconds to make this sentence plural using the word employees and switch it to their and they. Again, very easy to do, and it becomes a gender neutral sentence that is applicable to everyone. Another example, Sarah, if you'll flip to the next slide. Maybe. Oh, there we go. So was in our quick service restaurants, we have single-use restrooms. So these are restrooms that can only be used by one person at a time. And originally they were male and female. But we switched them to become gender-neutral restrooms. These signs that you see here, they're available on Amazon.com, not very expensive. So it just took a few minutes, and now our restrooms are available to everyone of every gender at any time. So again, just a couple of examples. My challenge to you is and Sarah, you can flip to the next slide if you'd like, the closing slide. My challenge to everyone listening today is look around your company and see what you can do in your workplaces, in your restaurants to create a more gender inclusive workplace. You know, if you think about it this way, we are the hospitality industry. And we will bend over backwards to make our employees and or make our customers and our guests feel welcome and appreciated and included and taken care of. And so don't our employees, especially our gender inclusive employees, don't they deserve the same level of effort? So that's the initiative that I talked about today. And thank you very much for listening.